Okay, here's our audience for today. Cigarettes kill. Roughly 43 million United States citizens were smokers in 2011, according to the Center of Disease Control when they did their research on smoking. And of all the deaths in the United States in the past year, 1 of every 5 were attributed to cigarette smoking. That's millions upon millions of people. Why do people smoke? Is it to be cool? Fit in? Or do you guys not know the risks of smoking or what could happen because we're young? I'm going to ask you guys, how many of you guys smoke cigarettes regularly in the past year?
Okay.
Alright, that's over half. That's about 70% of our audience. It's not very good. I'm also guilty of having a cigarette now and again. And hopefully by the end of this speech, all the risks and negative effects of cigarettes will be known, and we can crack down on using them a lot. One of the biggest known risks of smoking is the threat of cancer. Families are torn apart. How many of our family, we lost any family members recently due to smoking? I have. I had an aunt die of lung cancer. And we have about over half, 50, 60%. It's still pretty sad. Do we want our loved ones to think that about us when we're older? When we're 50, do we want our kids to be like, Daddy, you're going to die because you smoke? We don't want that. And we shouldn't put our kids through that. And let's go on to those anti-tobacco commercials. You guys know you've seen that stuff. I respect them for trying to crack down on smoking cigarettes, but it's kind of ridiculous what they do. They try to scare you. They show you pictures of people with half their jaw missing saying, "Don't smoke cigarettes," talking through the little robot thing, all that stuff. And it kind of defeats the purpose, because when I see it, I change the channel. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to see a dude missing his jaw tell me not to smoke cigarettes. And they're pretty graphic, and it shouldn't be about scaring you. It should be about educating the children, the adults, and telling them what's wrong with smoking, and then they can make their own decision based on facts and reason. Out of the 43 million who smoke in the U.S., what I stated earlier, based on the Center of Disease Control's research, 20% of them are whites, and that is the highest percentage except for Native Americans, where it was 32%, I believe. And if we want to have a chance of cutting down smoking, that's gotta get cut in half at least. And about quitting, you guys might want to know, how are we going to quit? How can I quit? It's different ways. I mean, the best way you could do it, but it's the hardest, is quitting cold turkey. There's no way. There's no way. You guys have probably been smoking for years. You won't be able to quit cold turkey. It's too hard. And I'm not asking anybody to do that. There's different ways to do it. For once, if you smoke a pack a day. Do any of you guys smoke a pack a day? A few of you. Alright. Instead of smoking a pack a day, just cut it in half. It's half a pack. And then you have a half a pack for the next day. So you're smoking a pack over 2 days. And it's going to save you money in the long run. If you smoke a pack a day, you are paying approximately $3,650 a year on cigarettes. If you buy Marlboros or some good, the higher end cigarettes. And if you cut that in half, it's going to go down to $1,825 a year. That's a lot more cash in your pocket that you can spend on McDonald's, Subway, go out to eat, buy some video games, and get your mind off smoking. 2, switch from menthol to full flavored. Menthol has been proven by the FDA that it is more addictive than full flavored, and it's harder to quit when you're on them. And last but not least, buy an e-cigarette. They're made of water. You suck in water vapor instead of actually smoking the carcinogens, and it's a lot harmless than compared to smoking. Have any of you guys smoked e-cig? When was the first time you smoked an e-cig?
About 4 years.
And how was it? Pretty good?
Sucked.
It sucked? How about you?
All last summer.
Is it pretty good?
It was kind of gross.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty off. Like
It tastes like boiling water.
Did it? All right. Well, small changes like those can get you to stop smoking
I can plug
regularly.
mine in my Xbox and charge it.
And in conclusion, cigarettes do kill, and I hope that none of us here will allow them to kill us. That'd be pretty sad in about 30 years. We all get back here, half of us are gone. Just be you. You guys will all be dead.
I'll be in the list.
And I thank you all for listening. Thank you.